This chapter and the two after it discuss working with employees, that aspect of management that deals with employees. And of course, the specialized field would be human resource management. But for this chapter, we're going to be discussing how to motivate employees, how to keep them excited, how to keep them happy, because you want to keep good employees. You don't want to lose them. And so this chapter discusses many theories of management and how employees can be motivated to keep their job and to do their best at their job. In this chapter, you'll learn many theories of how to best motivate employees, but it really boils down to two types of rewards: intrinsic rewards and extrinsic rewards. Pay is a motivator, but it's not the only motivator that's out there. And many naive managers make that mistake, thinking, okay, we'll just increase their pay and that will motivate them, and that's only one aspect. So extrinsic rewards would include things like pay raises, of course, but also recognition of a job well done, which would include things like promotions and visible awards. So those are extrinsic rewards. Intrinsic rewards really don't have anything to do with pay or external circumstances at all. It's simply the internal reward of having pride in your own performance or a sense of accomplishment. And yes, these are motivators as well. This chapter is actually filled with a few names and a few concepts and a few different terms like scientific management and Hawthorne studies and Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and those are all important for motivating employees, and you do want to spend some time studying those and learn those. But as far as this introduction, we do want to talk a little bit about Theory X and Theory Y. McGregor kind of came up with two types of managers and attitudes towards motivating employees. And Theory X assumes that people are lazy and that they don't like to work. Theory Y, on the other hand, assumes that people are not lazy, that they do actually get reward from working, and that that they will be happy in doing their job. And so, different types of managers take different approaches to motivating individuals. Another very important theory in employee motivation is the expectancy theory. According to the expectancy theory, employees will only work in accordance with their expected outcomes. So if they don't expect that their work is going to be rewarded or they're going to be acknowledged for doing this extra work, then they're more than likely not going to do that extra work. If they also expect that they're not going to be treated as fairly as someone else, then that also affects their work as well. So expectancy theory is a very important theory in motivating employees. Kind of a variation of the expectancy theory is the equity theory. Equal pay for equal work. If I'm working harder than someone else, I expect to be compensated better than that other person. Some tasks, especially repetitive tasks, can become very boring, and so job enrichment is a very viable strategy for improving employee motivation. The two subsets of that are job enlargement, where we give them more responsibilities or more tasks, and job rotation, where we actually move them from one job to another. There's a lot of very important information in this chapter regarding motivating employees, so spend some time with it, learn some of the terms, learn some of the theories, and become familiar with this aspect of management.